are you? Come into the tree where dead men called out for his love to flee.
Yeah, Phil, so as you said, 4 men arrested today, 3 in Berlin and 1 in the Dutch city of Rotterdam. And they're accused of being members of Hamas, which is, of course, a banned terrorist organisation here. And they're also said to have close links with the Hamas military wing, the Al-Qassam Brigade. What they're accused of specifically is preparing attacks, possibly against Jewish institutions, possibly Europe-wide.
Today is International Migrants Day. In 1990, the United Nations decided to honor migrants. Every 18th of December, a UN-related agency oversees the celebrations, but there is not really very much to celebrate. Everywhere you look, migrants are seen as a problem, not a cause for celebration.
And they think nothing of putting people's lives at risk when they put them in these boats at sea. And our enemies will also see that we are unable to deal with this, and then they will so increasingly use migration as a weapon, deliberately driving people to our shores to try to destabilize our societies.
The world is on alert amid growing fears of terror attacks inspired by the Israel-Hamas war. We've got important new information tonight about the suspected terror plots against Jewish targets in Europe that were foiled. 7 people were arrested by police, and this is the first sign that the war in Gaza may be spreading beyond the region. The arrests come just 1 day after a senior Hamas official called for violence against Americans everywhere. And the FBI, in just the last couple days, warning of a heightened threat of lone actors targeting large holiday gatherings right here in the U.S.
2 men are from Egypt. One man who was born in Lebanon was reportedly tasked by Hamas to take weapons to Berlin, according to investigators. And one man is a Dutch national. He's in his 50s, and he was arrested in Rotterdam, but he's also linked to the Danish operation, which just exemplifies how connected these different cases are and the extent of the threat level. Law enforcement say that they prevented a major attack.
This is as serious as it gets, and I'm pleased with the work of the authorities, but it shows something about the kind of situation we are in Denmark.
On the U.S.-Mexico border, agents are encountering a record number of migrants, more than 10,000 a day. In Eagle Pass, Texas, thousands are waiting to be processed. Border officials shut down 2 freight rail crossings there over the weekend after detecting a surge of migrants being smuggled by train. And yesterday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott sent a state plane carrying more than 120 recent immigrants to Chicago, where leaders are struggling to provide services to new arrivals.
I'm joined by Doris Meisner of the Migration Policy Institute. She is a former commissioner of the Immigration and Naturalization Service. And Ruth Wasem, a senior fellow at Cleveland State University and a longtime congressional researcher on immigration. Doris, I want to start, first of all, with explaining the push factor. How do you see this moment right now in world migration?
We're in a new global era. This is happening all over the world.
Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree.